Morning, I'm Mary Strong. Jerry, we'll have your forecast coming up in just a few minutes, but first a look at your top stories this morning. Cathedral City police continue their investigation into a fatal shooting overnight. Authorities say they received multiple reports of the attack last night around 8 o'clock at the intersection of Whispering Palms and Mission Indian Trail. Police arrived on scene to find a man suffering from gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving measures, he was pronounced dead at the scene. According to detectives, the victim and two others were walking in the area when a dark-colored sedan approached them. Evidence suggests a confrontation began and a person inside the vehicle opened fire on the group, fatally hitting the victim. The car was last seen heading north toward Ramon Road. If you have any information on the shooting, you're asked to call the Cathedral City Police Department at the number you see right here on your screen. Southern California Edison is informing you about the potential of public safety power shutoffs across the region. The shutoff happens when utilities cut electricity during dangerous fire weather to prevent wildfires. Dry vegetation and low humidity can trigger these shutoffs. While losing power is never easy, SoCal Edison says safety comes first.
We want our customers to know that PSPS outages occur due to the public safety concern and that elevated risk of wildfire. Our responsibility is to make sure that our electric infrastructure is safe and we're providing safe power to our customers. So PSPS outages do help us protect the public when there is an elevated risk.
SoCal Edison says other factors might contribute to shutoffs like high wind conditions. The Coachella Valley Rescue Mission is holding its Backpack Bonanza giveaway event today. The giveaway starts at 7 p.m. at the CVRM parking lot in Indio. Children must be present to receive a backpack. More than 50 volunteers helped stuff over 2,000 backpacks with school supplies for students starting new school year last night, preparations for the event. Since 1971, the rescue mission has strived to meet the ever-growing needs of individuals who, for a variety of reasons, have found themselves without the basic necessities of life. More information on how to support the rescue mission and its programs can be found at cvrm.org. Students in the North Shore community of Mecca will have a new school opening next week. North Shore Elementary, located off 70th Avenue, is scheduled to open for its first day of classes on August 20th. That's next Wednesday. It's a pre-kindergarten through 6th grade facility. It initially began construction in 2022. Many Palm Springs business owners are getting up for Biz Up Palm Springs. CEO of the program says their motto is never say no to a business. Our NBC Palm Springs Brett Rosen has our story.
But behind this curtain is the business Sage Waxing Lounge, a local company owned by April Rojas. 5 years ago, Rojas lost her job at another waxing company due to the pandemic. And after that, Rojas knew she wanted to be her own boss and says the Biz Up program opened doors that she thought could never be open.
I'm the first in my immediate family to open my own business, and that comes with a lot of things I didn't know. And a program like Biz Up allows that information to be condensed down into like a sort of short business 101 course where you have facilitators walking you through how to make a business plan, how to create a budget, how to do financing.
The Biz Up program has seen hundreds of businesses go through and be successful, not just in Palm Springs, but scattered throughout the Coachella Valley. The CEO, Caravanserai, Mihai Patru, says they also have given millions of dollars in microgrants as well.
Providing the educational support is amazing and is the first step, but offering access to capital, that's what makes a huge difference.
The program is a 10-week-long session, but the one-on-one coaching is a resource that has no end date. Rojas says a huge part of Biz Up is the community of business owners that stay in touch to help one another as well.
There's also the community of business owners that I met with inside the program who have offered not only support as like coming in as clients, but just support when I needed someone to vent to or talk to.
Company Caravanserai has teamed up with the city of Palm Springs for the past year to have additional resources. The mayor of Palm Springs, Rhonda Hart, said in a statement in part, quote, "At the heart of Palm Springs, we believe that every entrepreneur, no matter their background, should have the resources and support to turn their dreams into thriving businesses."
The community has shown up and shown out, and I'm just honored to be a part of this small business community, and having the resources to support that has been amazing, and I don't think I could have done it without it.
And that was our Brett Rosen reporting. If you're interested in joining the Biz Up program, they're still taking applications until this Friday. You can join different classes and still get the one-on-one business coaching. A link to that application is on our website at NBCPalmSprings.com. We're going to head outside and take a live look at our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. There you have some friends flying by our camera this morning. It's time now to check in with Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at your forecast.
Clear skies over the Coachella Valley today, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine and slightly drier air. 85 degrees right now in Palm Springs, 38% relative humidity. Thermal, southeast end of the valley, 81 degrees, light winds, actually no winds, and 43% relative humidity. Temp check time, 73 up at Yucca Valley, 84, 29 Palms, 82 Indio, 78 Palm Desert, San Gorgonio Pass, 69 at Banning, 74 Cabazon right now. Totally clear skies there as well. Nothing in radar over Southern California. The dry weather pattern continues for the next few days. Any monsoonal moisture stays well to the east of us over Arizona. 108 to 112. The numbers come down. Hot and a little bit of humidity out there today, but near normal numbers. 109 in Palm Springs and Indio. Got 111 La Quinta, Rancho Mirage, 106 at Desert Hot Springs. And the heat warnings that we had over the past couple of days have been lifted. Yes, the numbers are coming down. Comfort Air 3-day, 109 today, 106 tomorrow, 103 on Saturday with lots of sunshine. Full forecast and 7-day on the way.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Well, let's clear the shelters week here at NBC. It's part of a nationwide effort to clear local shelters and help loving animals find safe and happy homes. Here locally at NBC Palm Springs, we're partnering with the Palm Springs Animal Shelter for their Clear the Shelters event. It's this Saturday and Sunday, August 16th and 17th. Adoption fees are fully waived this weekend. It's all thanks to the generous and loving donations from all of you here in our community. We're live all week long from the shelter. Our Tim O'Brien will be out there today introducing us to some of the pets you'll see at the event this weekend. And Dan Rossi from the Palm Springs Animal Shelter will be with us a little later on with our Pet of the Week, and he'll talk more about the big event this weekend. The Palm Springs Animal Shelter is open from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. today. It's located on East Mesquite Avenue in Palm Springs, just east of Demuth Park. And this Saturday and Sunday, the hours are a little bit earlier on Saturday. They're open from 10 to 5 and Sunday 11 to 5. As the school year gets underway at Palm Springs Unified School District, our community contributor Marion Bouchot is taking a look at how staff at the district help keep kids well fed in order for them to learn. Take a look at this.
She grew up around farms and horses, but Sarah Phelps' path led her somewhere else and right into our school kitchens. Now, as Director of Nutrition Services, she's inspiring her team to serve with purpose as well. Sarah Phelps' love for food and for people goes way back. She grew up in Altaloma in a family that loved nature, farming, and feeding others.
When I was little, my mom always packed our lunches, and she would always pack enough for at least 2 or 3 kids, so they would always come to me for extra food.
That tradition stuck with her, and she passed it on to her own son as he grew up.
There's so many people that are unseen, unheard, and why not give them that opportunity as best I can?
That selflessness, that passion for people is what brought Phelps to the district and what's kept her here. She started as an intern with the district in 2000. In 2019, she came back as a site supervisor and later became the Director of Nutrition Services.
I wanted to stay as director to be able to help my staff grow and to be able to help guide them, have them be the best that they can be.
She's proud of what her team has accomplished, from distributing over 8,000 boxes of fresh produce to families to serving 3 free meals a day to more than 19,000 students.
Thank you. Enjoy your lunch.
One of her cafeteria leads, Arla Provo, says Phelps' leadership has helped her grow.
She encourages us to come up with new ideas, come up with new recipes. By allowing me that freedom to express my creativity. She makes me feel like I want to go above and beyond. She's one in a million.
Phelps leads by example, always willing to roll up her sleeves.
I would never ask my staff to do something I'm not willing to do. If a floor drain needs to be cleaned, I will be down there cleaning it. If the dishwasher needs to be cleaned, whatever it is, dishes, it doesn't matter.
It's a mission that started with a few extra sandwiches in a lunchbox. And today, it's grown into something much bigger.
I'm a giver. I'm a giver, definitely. I want to be able to see people succeed to the highest they want to be able to succeed. Never gonna hold anybody back.
You can help us share more stories like this one. Nominate a deserving staff or student member within Palm Springs Unified School District by visiting NBCPalmSprings.com. For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Marian Bouchot.
It's time now we're in the Valley, where we show you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley and you guess where it is. So let me show you the photo. Take a good look here. Ooh, so pretty. Have you been here? You'll have some time to think about it. We're going to reveal this special location at the end of our broadcast. I'll give you a little hint before we get there. Coming up next on your morning news, Dan Rossi with the Palm Springs Animal Shelter joins us with an adorable little kitten named Fiji. I can't wait to introduce you. That's coming up next, but first we're going to head back outside for another live look. This one from our Rancher Mirage camera. Meteorologist Jerry Steffen will have your forecast straight ahead. Stay right here.
Our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Isn't that right?
It's time now for our pet of the week. Dan Rossi from the Palm Springs Animal Shelter is here with Fiji. Oh, tell me about Fiji.
So,
what a love bug.
I know. He's just been purring the whole time
he
here.
has. I wish you could hear. I don't know if you can hear it on my mic, but oh, wow, he's so loud.
Yeah, exactly. He's 3 months old, came in as a stray with his sibling, and his sibling got adopted a couple days ago, so he's a little lonely and a little lost at this point in time.
Yeah.
But as you can see, he is so affectionate and so sweet. He'd really fit into any household there, especially if you're looking for a lap cat or a love bug.
Or a station cat. I mean, look at him. He's like, I'll just make myself right at home here. He loves our little blanket.
Lots of confidence in him, as you can see.
Yes, I see that.
He's very long, so he's probably going to be a bigger cat as he grows up.
So cute. Yeah. I love his markings, too.
He's beautiful.
You have, I was with you guys a couple of days ago for your Clear the Shelters event. We went live there for our midday news, and you have so many wonderful wonderful animals. I mean,
hundreds.
and so many purebred dogs and the most gorgeous cats. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to really take them all home. Tell me more about what's going to be going on this weekend.
So Clear the Shelters is this weekend. All of the adoption fees are waived. So that's a great deal. So you're getting an animal that's been spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, ready to go.
And you get the, from what I'm understanding, a tail wagger's backpack. It has food in it. It's got treats, toys. You give a little starter pack for folks who are taking their animal home. That's
so there's
really
a specialty one for cats and one for dogs.
And you have a pet food bank too. So if people need a little help.
Yes, we always have our pet food bank that's there for people that are in need and having some difficulties with feeding their animals. That's there as well.
That's wonderful.
The other great deal is 2 tickets to the Living Desert this weekend, too.
That's so nice.
So our partners there, they stepped up to help us get some animals out by offering that too. So it's great to have these relationships in the Valley and partner with other like-minded organizations out there.
You know what I found really interesting about this year's event, because you do a Clear the Shelters event each year, right? So this year, the community, and I really feel like the community is really hearing that there's an issue here, and they've stepped up. And you got 120 animals that are fully sponsored by folks from the community.
So we decided to do a little different this year. Instead of going to company, we asked the community, would you step up? Because a lot of people are like, I can't adopt right now. My house is already filled with animals. How can I help? And this was a great way for them to step up and help animals in another way by sponsoring their adoptions at this point in time.
And you know, too, if you can't adopt right at this moment, you know, maybe even just stop by the shelter and sign up to foster. Because fostering is quite easy. I do it. You have the animals. For me, it's like a week to 2 weeks. My daughter gets to, you know, caretake for a loving animal, a puppy or a kitty or a larger dog. We've actually really liked the larger dogs because they're already trained. They're super mellow and they're not a lot of work, and we love having them. And then we get to see them adopted and go to their forever home. It's such a joy. We help many, many animals as opposed to just one. So if you can't adopt right at this moment, you can come down this weekend or even today or tomorrow and sign up to foster.
Learn about it. It helps that animal. It helps us in the shelter to free up some more space. And it's also a learning experience. The fosters can tell us, well, this dog is really, really good with kids, not so much with other animals. So we learn a lot more details that make it easier to get that animal adopted than later on.
Yeah, absolutely. And then from what I'm understanding, you guys like video, just like CVAC does, Coachella Valley Animal Club. They want video of the dog. They want to be able to show, like, here's what the animal's like outside of the kennel. Which is the personality is
often
totally
we don't
different.
know in the shelter really what their personality is. So in a foster environment, you get to get a peek at that and see. So
yeah, and I love at your shelter in particular, you get to take the animal out. That's my mic cord. Get back over here. You get to take the animal out for a meet and greet and really get to know them. And they're dramatically different than what you see in the kennel. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Fiji, thanks for coming on and waking up early. You're just having the best time today, aren't you? And thank you, Dan. Good luck this weekend. I'll see you on Friday. We'll be live in our midday news again.
We'll see you then.
And today as well. So we're going to head over to Jerry for a look at what's ahead in your weather forecast. Jerry?
Yeah, checking the weather headlines today. We'll see plenty of sunshine outside. Temperatures near normal for the first time in about a week. Man. Anyway, we'll check the weekend as well. Full forecast and the 7-day next. little bit of cloud cover giving us some spectacular views out there as the sun begins to rise. Totally clear skies today. We had a lot of temperatures that were above normal over the past couple of days. Taking our look at our calendar for August, everything in the red indicating above normal temps, and we could see a red, we could see a blue. Yeah, close to normal today, and then a few blues to follow. So the good news is on the way. The numbers are coming down. Lots of 80s around the Coachella Valley to begin our day today, pretty close to normal, and light winds. They'll be out of the west later on today as usual. Nothing on radar over Southern California. You got to look to Arizona for a little bit of action there. Parts of the state seeing some showers and thunderstorms, and the northern part into Utah. As far as Santa Monica, looking down at the clouds from the mountains, yes, the marine layer is there, but for us in the Coachella Valley, clear skies, a little bit of a haze above us, but that's about it. So onshore winds will be with us, although light and breezy. 108 to 112 puts us right where we should be this time of year. And as far as the heat warnings we had over the past couple of days, they've all been lifted. Yeah, nothing going on in that department. 109 is right where we should be this time of year for Palm Springs. Same high for Indio later today. Got 111s at La Quinta, Rancho Mirage, 106 Desert Hot Springs, 101 at Cabazon this afternoon. And overnight lows in the middle to upper 70s under clear skies tonight. Now tomorrow, Friday, 104 to 108. Yeah, we subtract a few more degrees as we move into tomorrow. The ridgified pressure begins to weaken. Also, we have a disturbance to the north that'll play a role in bringing those numbers down slightly below normal. So Friday, 106 for a city that should be at 109 this time of year. That's Palm Springs, 105 Indio, 106 at Palm Desert. And then we subtract a few more degrees going into the weekend. Again, we should be close to 109. We'll take 103 in Palm Springs on Saturday, 104 at Indio. Surface moisture, yeah, it's a touch of humidity out there the last couple of days. Will bring those numbers down. And with the temperatures coming down, it'll feel a lot more comfortable out there. Quick update on Aaron, still a tropical storm, strengthened slightly, but it's making its way to the west-northwest. Should become a Cat 1 hurricane tomorrow and a major Category 3 hurricane north of Puerto Rico. That'll be this weekend, Sunday. And a longer look at what we can expect from the GFS forecast. You can see it moving towards Puerto Rico to the north of the island. It becomes a major hurricane. And then it rides the western perimeter of a high-pressure center, stays away from the United States, and then moves its way to the northeast, away from us. That's good news. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, 109 today under all sunshine, 106 Friday. Weekend looks good for August, 103 Saturday, 105 Sunday.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely
Yeah, sleepy face. Kind of overslept this morning, but I made it. But I made it in time, right? Could you tell? Could you tell? Okay, yeah. Hashtag holiday calendar pop quiz brought to you by One Coachella Valley. And let's see what's going on today. Thursday, August 14th, 2025. Oh, I like this. Creamsicle Day is today.
Oh, so good.
Oh, as a kid, I used to eat those a lot.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Do they have them anymore? I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them either. It's a brand of vanilla ice cream on a popsicle stick with an outer coating of sherbet.
So
Yum.
good.
Mm-hmm. Love that taste. Also, National Tattoo Removal Day is today.
Let's do that.
Yeah, on your second marriage and still have the name of your first wife, large letters on your back. Sure. Yeah, maybe today's the day to get that removed.
Yes, indeed.
Laser tattoo removal. National Love Your Bookshop Day is today. Yes, it's a day to forget about the digital books and get one of those physical books and maybe read it.
Physical books. Can you believe we're referring to them now as physical books, right?
Yeah, well, I have
We
a lot
miss
of
them.
books. I have a lot of books, but I had to start getting them digitally because I'm just too much space.
Yeah, too much storage, yeah.
Also, it's World Lizard Day today. Just today to raise awareness and appreciation for all kinds of lizards. You know, the Coachella Valley area has the highest indigenous lizard species richness of all of North America.
Really?
With at least 33 species of lizards found around here. That's pretty cool.
That is so cool.
You ever have a lizard as a pet?
I have so many around my house, and they're always so
Outside?
curious, and they actually want to hang out.
They
I
do?
found. Yeah, they totally do.
Didn't you have one as a pet, though?
No.
Okay.
I don't like keeping things in cages.
That they should be free.
Yeah, they
right?
should be
Okay.
free, yes.
Lizard. We have 2 lizard questions I have made up for you, and
Ooh.
here's the first of 2. Bring her up. During the first 3 seasons of Saturday Night Live, one particular sketch appeared on the show 9 times. Name the comedian who played the role of a suave, smooth-talking Nick, the nightclub lounge lizard singer, who is known for his cheesy charm, dramatic flair, and unique renditions of songs like the theme from Star Wars and Hawaii Five-0. Which comedian is that? A, Bill Murray, B, Chevy Chase, or C, Dan Aykroyd? Remember that?
I vaguely remember it, but now I can't picture the actor. I'm going to go with Bill Murray just because I think that would be a good
Star Wars
cast for this. Yes.
Guys in the control room, what do you think it is? You got a B?
B. Oh, well, everybody else knows. Okay, well, there you have it.
Guess what? It's Bill Murray. You got it right.
No!
Yes. Yeah.
I was just thinking, if I were casting the role, who would I want in that? It would be Bill
Very
Murray.
true. Yeah,
Oh,
Bill Murray.
how cool.
Okay, second lizard question. One of the 6 Billboard Top 10 tunes to come from the band America is a single from 1972 written by the band member Dewey Bunnell and inspired by his childhood life in the desert Southwest. Name the America track which features these lyrics. Because the free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there, seasons crying to despair, alligators, lizards in the air. What song are we talking about here from America? Is it A, Horse with No Name, B, Sister Golden Hair, or C, Ventura Highway? Back to the control room. Nick can't play because he's playing the song right now.
Oh,
Okay,
let's hear
what
it.
do you got here? Yeah, bring it up a little bit.
Oh, yes, I know this song. Okay.
A lot of did it. Yeah.
A lot of did it.
C, and a B. It's C. Yes.
Oh, good job, guys.
Everybody
I don't know the name of it.
Batting 50%.
Yes,
right?
50% today. Yes.
Anyway.
Close enough for today.
Bring up America. Alligators, lizards in the air. Back in a bit.
Thanks a lot, son. Just the
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning, August 14th. I'm Mary Strong. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Jerry's going to have your forecast coming up in just a few minutes, but first, a look at some of the stories making headlines at this hour. It's clear the Shelters Week here at NBC, as we mentioned earlier. It's part of a nationwide effort to clear local shelters and help loving animals find safe and happy homes. Here locally at NBC Palm Springs, we're partnering with the Palm Springs Animal Shelter for their Clear the Shelters event. It's this Saturday and Sunday, August 16th through the 17th. Adoption fees will be waived at the shelter. It's all thanks to the generous and loving donations from all of you here in our community. We're live all week at the shelter. Our Tim O'Brien is out there today introducing us to some of the pets you'll see at the event this weekend. And Dan Rossi from the Palm Springs Animal Shelter will talk more about that later today on our midday news. The shelter is open today from 1 to 7 p.m. And this Saturday, it's open an hour earlier. It opens at 10 and closes at 5. Sunday is 11 to 5. The Valley's newest Chick-fil-A opens today in La Quinta. The restaurant has multiple drive-through lanes off Highway 111 and Dune Palms opening at 6:30 this morning. This is the Valley's second Chick-fil-A. Others is in Palm Desert, and there's currently plans to build a third one in Palm Springs. Cathedral City is turning 100, and to celebrate their 100th anniversary, the city will be holding a free screening of a movie called Palm Springs Weekend. It was filmed right here in the Valley. It'll be held on August 30th at the Mary Pickford Theater. Admission is free, and they'll be giving away some 100th anniversary merchandise as well. The city of Indio is in the midst of a road repaving project throughout the city. It runs until the 22nd. Crews will be working in several Indio neighborhoods Monday through Friday from 7 in the morning until 6 at night. They finish one of the areas earlier this week in the Palm Meadows neighborhood. Right now, they're working on the Santa Fe neighborhood. That'll take place from Montecito Drive to Red Bluff Road and last until this Friday. The next area will be Country Club Drive near Avenue 42. That'll be for only one day. And finally, on August 19th through the 22nd, a large chunk of Central Indio will be worked on from Miles Avenue north of Sadie Avenue. Next week, crews in Palm Springs will be working on Vista Chino and Gene Autry Trail to repair some manholes there. They hope the project will result in smoother road surfaces, eliminate noisy manhole covers, and ensure long-term reliability of the city's sewer system. That work is scheduled to start Monday through August 18th and go through the 29th, so expect some delays there. President Trump is setting expectations for his face-to-face summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday and issuing a warning. Be serious about ending the war or face consequences. NBC's Alice Barr has details now from Washington.
In the countdown to tomorrow's critical summit between President Trump and Russian President Putin, Ukraine and its allies pressing Ukrainian interests to the forefront, meeting virtually Wednesday with President Trump.
President Zelensky was on the call. I would rate it a 10, very friendly.
The Ukrainian president was not invited to the Putin meeting at a U.S. military base in Alaska, but President Trump says he anticipates a second summit, including Zelensky.
I would like to do it almost immediately.
Sur le fait que la volonté américaine.
The president of France among the European and U.S. officials confirming that President Trump is entering the meeting with the goal of securing a ceasefire. The sources also noting that President Trump said he does not plan to discuss giving up Ukrainian territory to Putin without Ukraine in the room, something President Zelensky and the European allies on the call were pushing for. And as for if Putin does not agree to end the war,
there will be very severe consequences.
Russia has increased its attacks leading up to the meeting in what Ukrainians call an attempt to strengthen the Russian hand. Zelensky saying he told President Trump that Putin is bluffing, believing he still wants to occupy all of Ukraine. President Trump has sharpened his rhetoric against Putin in recent weeks, growing increasingly frustrated as the Russian assault drags on. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, the White House says it's reviewing the Smithsonian's museum exhibits to make sure they align with President Trump's vision. According to a letter sent by White House to museum leadership, the review will assess things like online content, exhibit planning, the use of certain grants, and exhibit messaging. The letter directs officials at 8 museums, including the National Museum of American History and the National Museum of African American History and Culture, to turn over information about their current exhibits and plans to commemorate the country's 250th anniversary in the next 30 days. The letter also tells those museums to begin implementing necessary corrections with 120 days, and adds that more museums will be reviewed later on. The U.S. national debt has reached a record $37 trillion. That's according to the latest Treasury Department report issued Tuesday. It comes earlier than pre-pandemic projections, with the Congressional Budget Office in 2020 predicting the gross federal debt would not be $37 trillion until 2030. But the debt grew faster than expected because of a multi-year COVID-19 pandemic starting in 2020 that shut down much of the U.S. economy. And now President Trump's sweeping tax cut and spending package signed into law earlier this year is expected to add $4.1 trillion to the national debt over the next decade. Maybe you've heard of the carnivore diet, where you almost exclusively eat animal products. Think beef, butter, eggs, and some parents are now raising their kids on it. NBC's Emily Aikida has what you need to know.
For many babies and toddlers, that first taste of beef can provide some comic relief. But for others, it's a new way of life, as more parents bring the so-called carnivore diet to their kids, snacking on bone broth popsicles, teething on deer jerky, chowing down on a beef bar.
You cut it in long, thick slices.
Nutrition influencers Nisha Salisbury and husband Dr. Ken Berry feed their children 90% animal-sourced products with some fruit after finding their own success on the diet.
The mental clarity, the energy, that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously I want that for myself, and why wouldn't I want that for my kids too?
But some pediatricians are raising serious concerns about what's not in meat-heavy lifestyles.
Unprocessed meat and eggs are actually great sources of nutrients that young children need, including iron, zinc, and B12. But it's not the only nutrients that kids need. The two things that I'm really concerned about are vitamin C and fiber.
The American Academy of Pediatrics emphasizes variety, and within a few months of starting solid foods, letting your baby have everything from milk to cereal, vegetables, fruits, eggs, fish, and meat.
Are you concerned that such restrictions may decrease their palate or interest in other kinds of foods throughout their life?
I hope so. I hope it decreases their consumption of things that aren't truly good for their bodies.
As the latest diet trend is feeding new questions and concerns. Emily Aikida, NBC News.
Well, earlier we showed you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and I told you I'd show you that photo again and give you one more hint before we reveal the location at the end of our broadcast. So here's the photo, and here's the hint. You can find this spa in Rancho Mirage. Think about that one. We'll tell you more about this special location coming up later in our broadcast. But first, we're going to head back to Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast. Jerry.
After excessive heat, the numbers come down a little bit today, near normal numbers here. But what about the rest of the country? Take a look at some of the high temperatures forecast today. 80 in Portland today, Billings at 93, 74 at Duluth, 98 Denver, 88 in New York today, 90 at Washington, D.C., Tampa 94 degrees, 100 degrees at San Angelo, El Paso 98, Los Angeles 81. Full forecast next.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC
Let's start with the calendar here. First of all, clear skies on our Agua Caliente Casino Camp. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon. This month, we've been all above normal in Palm Springs as far as high temperatures. A lot of reds there, indicating above the mark of 109. But beginning today, it'll be normal, and then we'll add some blues to this in the following days. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast. Right now, lots of 80s to begin our day. 85 in Thousand Palms. Palm Springs at the airport, 82 degrees right now. Winds are light and variable, and they'll pick up out of the west at around late this afternoon. Radar, yeah, nothing happening here over Southern California. We're going to be in a dry weather pattern. And take a look at the Santa Monica can from the mountains looking down at the top of the clouds. Yes, the marine layer is there again today, but here, lots of sunshine for the Coachella Valley. Toro Peak Cam looking at the Coachella Valley. A little bit of a haze over us, but for the most part, plenty of sunshine. Hot and humid today, a little bit of humidity, 108 to 112, right where we should be. And all those excessive heat warnings we had over the past couple of days, well, that's been lifted. None now, because the numbers are going to back off. 109 today, that's exactly where we should be in Palm Springs. That's the normal early to mid-August high temperature. 109 at Indio, 111 Rancho Mirage and La Quinta, 106 at Desert Hot Springs today. Overnight lows in the 70s under totally clear skies later this evening. 69 tonight at Cabazon, 76 at 29 Palms. Now, Friday, things change a little bit. That high pressure center that brought us the hot weather over the past couple of afternoons flattens out. Also, we have a disturbance well to the north of us. That'll play a role in bringing down the numbers even more. So 104 to 108, putting us a handful of degrees below normal. 106 for a city that should be at 109 for Palm Springs, 106 Palm Desert, 105 tomorrow under sunshine at Indio, and then we'll take a couple more degrees away from the forecast. So 103 on Saturday and 105 for Palm Desert. Now, as far as surface moisture, touch of humidity out there, but that backs off a little bit tomorrow. We'll see 15% relative humidity. As the numbers go down, those numbers really don't mean all that much. So yes, it's going to look better over the over the next couple of days. Erin is the storm we've been tracking over the past couple of days in the North Atlantic. Right now, it's still a tropical storm, as it has been over the past couple of days. It's moving its way to the west-northwest. Right now, it packs winds of 50 miles an hour around the center. By tomorrow, a Category 1 hurricane, very warm waters here, then a Category 2 hurricane by Saturday, eventually a major Category 3 by Sunday as it begins to make its turn to the north. Here's a look at the GFS long-range forecast. You see a little blob there moving its way to the west-northwest. It'll become a major hurricane as it makes its way north of Puerto Rico, and then it moves its way to the northwest, eventually north, riding the perimeter, the western perimeter of a high-pressure center over the North Atlantic, and then it moves back off to sea. That's at least our forecast from today. Things may change. Stay tuned. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, 109 normal numbers today, 106 Friday. Weekend looks pretty good. Saturday, 103 for Palm Springs, sunny, and 105 Sunday.
Coming up on Today, we're chatting with a group of streaming superstars, the cast of Love Island USA. They'll be here for their first live interview since the hit show's record-setting finale as fans gear up for that big reunion special. That and more this morning on Today.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
The NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk with Tim O'Brien. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Well, welcome back as we continue our tour around the Coachella Valley ahead of the Friday Night Lights, which, believe it or not, is just 1 week away. We took a visit to Rancho Mirage, where the Rattlers will take the field this season looking for their third straight DEL title. Now, the team still managed to go 6-5 and 4-1 in league play. That was the difference last year. They won't see too many underclassmen in the lineup this year, but that can change rather quickly. The program experienced the injury bug last season. In fact, had 9 starters out by week 3. They won't take this season for granted. Head coach LD Matthews knows the entire process can derail in the blink of an eye. Coach has a message for his team.
Humble yourself, because it don't matter what you did last year or what you didn't do last year. Everything is a new season. And, you know, the people that are humble and stay hungry are going to be the ones that are going to get rewarded. And we know that, you know, every game last year, it was close. I mean, it was tight. I mean, in the fourth quarter, any team could have won.
Well, the Rattlers will open the season at home against Christian. That's happening next Thursday, the 21st. And this week, we'll premiere our preview show on the Valley's top teams and players. Caitlin and I may even give a prediction or two, so you don't want to miss that. Kickoff to the Friday Night Lights on our website at NBCPalmSprings.com, all season long, online and on all social platforms. Again, NBCPalmSprings.com. And we're certainly going to have a different look for the Friday Night Lights this year for sure, so we hope you join us. That'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Piles of untouched Happy Meals littered sidewalks outside McDonald's restaurants in Japan over the weekend as frenzied customers scrambled to buy limited edition sets with Pokemon cards. Hanako Montgomery has that story for us.
For a limited time, McDonald's Japan was collaborating with Pokemon and was selling Pokemon cards inside these Happy Meal sets. This collaboration was so popular that hundreds of people were lining up outside McDonald's restaurants just to get their hands on a Happy Meal set. Now, some of these people were buying multiple sets, taking the cards, but dumping the food, often uneaten. Videos of uneaten Happy Meal sets went viral on Japanese social media and caused a lot of discussion and debate around the issues of food waste and consumer ethics. Also, some of the people buying these Happy Meal sets would resell the Pokemon cards at a much, much higher price online, sometimes 10 times the cost of an original Happy Meal, which costs about $3.50 US. McDonald's Japan also responded with a statement saying that it does not, quote, tolerate the purchase of Happy Meals for resale or the abandonment or disposal of food. Now, this collaboration was so popular that McDonald's actually ran out of cards to sell, and they had to end the promotion early. Hanako Montgomery, CNN, Tokyo.
Well, the new supernatural horror drama Shaman is now out in theaters and digital. Manny the Movie Guy has a sneak peek.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this family, for the good work that you let us do.
You are saved.
Hello and a big congrats on Shaman, an affecting and entertaining possession movie with a new twist. I quite enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. It was, I enjoyed doing it.
I know we're a long way from home, but this is what God wants of us.
I love doing horror films. I hate watching horror films, but I love, I love doing them. It's fun to be scary, not be scared.
Well, your role is both physical and mental and also highly emotional. How did you prepare?
In those big emotional scenes, you know, you get there, you take a second, you breathe. You get in your zone, but I think it was less the mental, but more the physical up there, because of the oxygen and the air is a lot thinner, and so all of those big, like, huge, when I'm like really exerting myself, where the struggle hits, because like you do the take once, and I'm up there, and so I'm like, ooh, it's so much, it's hard to breathe.
What did he do to my son?
This is not them. They don't have that power.
Really, at its heart, the film explores the difference between Christianity and indigenous beliefs, right?
Yeah, it's like a battle of faiths.
Our boy is sick, that is all.
I mean, it's this kid who we don't even know if he really wants to be there, and that's what he wants to be doing. So he's there for his parents, and then he's just going exploring, like kind of rebelling, doing whatever he wants in this new place. It costs him.
Crean no lo crean. Toma lo que quiere. Parece que quiere a tu hijo.
And I hope they come away with something that isn't just like slasher horror. I hope they have an appreciation for the movie itself.
One quick thing: do you believe in the supernatural, Mr. Jet?
I'm not opposed. That I think honestly anything could be real or possible.
A big congrats on the creepy Shaman again, and good luck on everything. Okay?
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
What is this? What's happening?
You're not doing God's work. Not anymore.
Take off your mask, Father.
Ooh, spooky. Well, thanks to Manny the Movie Guy for that sneak peek. If you'd like more information on the stories we're airing in our broadcast, you can go to our new website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Our top stories are right there on our homepage, along with our breaking news. And we've got our newsroom tab where we've got our local events organized by date. Now let's take a live look outside of your Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. A little hazy out there to start this Thursday morning. Jerry's going to have a recap of your forecast, and we'll reveal our Where in the Valley special location. You're watching NBC Palm Springs in the morning.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, Discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs.
It's time to reveal our special location for our broadcast. Did you guess where this is? It's the Spa Las Palmas in Omni Rancho Las Palmas Resort in Rancho Mirage. This 20,000 square foot facility at the hotel features 26 treatment rooms and a private pool and salon. Ooh, I'd like to go there today. South Park is setting new records nearly 3 decades after its debut. Comedy Central says last week's episode, which took aim at Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, was the show's highest rated since 2018. It scored the biggest audience share in series history. The show's 27th season has also targeted President Trump and other members of his administration. Wow. And don't forget, we've got Clear the Shelters this weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday. Adoption fees are free. We're going to be live there today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, bringing you all the lovable pets available for adoption. And I tell you what, Jerry, there are lots of them. Lots of purebred dogs, too, surprisingly.
Purebreds?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Really cool.
Yeah. Adopt.
Adopt.
Yes.
Don't shop.
Forecast. Well, the high pressure center that brought us the above 110 numbers is weakening. So the numbers do come down close to 110 this afternoon for the Coachella Valley. Plenty of sunshine, touch of humidity. 109 today for Palm Springs and India, 111 Rancho Mirage, 103 Saturday. Yippee!
Woohoo! We'll have more news coming up at 11 on your midday news. We hope